Hi everybody, this is Willie at newandlostcrafts.com, and let's see, it is April 11th, 2012, and I just wanted to do a kind of a neat quick video for you all tonight on dehydrating, just using your oven. So I've been spending some time going through where my traffic is coming from and what's popular on the site, and answering emails and whatnot, and a big topic that people are excited about is food storage, and I've done a lot of things on how to do that in buckets. Been working on a little bit of canning here recently, but what I thought that would be kind of fun is that do some dehydrating, and I wanted to show how you can do that without having to have some fancy dehydrator. You can just use your oven. So what we're going to do is found a good deal at our local grocery store on frozen vegetables. These are really easy to do. If you're doing fresh vegetables, you need to pay attention to the requirements to blanch them. As far as I know, it's not going to hurt anything, but they'll turn kind of an ugly color. That's the thing that's nice about the frozen mixed veggies. Is that they're already blanched, that's taken care of. So you can use a standard oven to dehydrate, and that's what we're going to show. To start this off, I'm just going to turn the oven to warm. That's typically about 140 degrees. Ours literally says WM. So let's get that started. And then all we're going to do, I guess one pointer is, I'm just using a cookie sheet here. Typically, I like to use a piece of aluminum foil or a couple of them to line the bottom. You don't need to. It just makes it less messy. It's easier to clean up, but we do not have aluminum foil, so you do not need to use it. So we're just going to do it this way. But what you want to do with your frozen veggies or your jerky or whatever you're doing is just spread them out as evenly as you can. These mixed veggies are fun. We like to use them in soups and whatnot. And you're going to get clumps like this. You can break them up a little bit. We're going to stir this a couple of times in the dehydration process, so don't get too uptight about that. Just get it spread out nice and even. And that's all you need to do. And we'll come back, that one exploded. We'll come back in about a half an hour and kind of mix this a little bit, make sure everything's staying even. We're going to stick this in the middle rack, like I said, on just warm heat as low as you can go. And the other trick to this, which I'll repoint the camera here in a second. So middle rack, and you don't want to close the door all the way. With our particular oven, let me just get a better angle on this, if I can here. Okay, with our oven, if you use the latch and just kind of bring that out, it will keep the door open just a little bit, so you can have the steam from the veggies come out. It works a little bit better. I've never tried it with the door completely closed, so if anybody out there has, let me know if that's absolutely necessary or not. I just do what I do and it works. Okay, so let's take these guys out of there. We've been in the oven for about an hour now. Usually takes a bit longer than this, but hey, we're looking pretty good here. Just going to get a spatula. Or at least a big spoon. And when you're doing these frozen veggies or anything like that, you want to mix them a little bit. Some of the pieces will dry faster than others, and so you want to keep them mixed. This is actually going really well. Yeah, we're about an hour into it, maybe you have an hour to go. And you can really tell by the smell, in my experience. But the thing that I think is kind of cool is that if you remember the first part of the video, it was a lot more volume on here, right? Once you dehydrate these things, they're take a lot less volume, and so it makes them really easy to store, and they're just as delicious. Fun to use in soup and stuff like that. So let's shake this bad boy a little bit. Then we're going to stir it up, make it nice and even so we're drying evenly, and put it back in. I think I'm going to set the timer for about 20 minutes. We'll start checking a little bit more regularly because we're getting close. Okay, now we're done. I think the overall time to do this was maybe about 2 hours and 15 minutes. But this is definitely done at this point. Wanted to point out the green beans are going to be a little bit squishy, but this is going to cool down and they will dehydrate the rest of the way. I do have a ball jar where I'm going to put these in, and we're going to put an oxygen absorber in there with them. Something to definitely notice is that how much smaller that whole bag of beautiful vegetables got. And I think, you know, if people are out there looking at this and haven't done this for the, you know, ever before, it looks a little bit weird. It's like, wow, that's kind of gross, but it absolutely is not. This is so useful. You can take this out of your jar, and you know, if you're making soup or, you know, something that has a sauce, you can just take a couple pinches and put it in there. Do keep in mind, when it rehydrates, it goes back to its original size, or close. So don't use too much, because you can easily overdo it. This is a whole bag of frozen vegetables here. And so it's neat. It stores down really compactly. Dehydrated like this with the oxygen absorber, you're good for several years to keep veggies like this, and what a great way to start. Right, well, this has had a chance to cool down here, and I'm going to go ahead and put these in a jar, and hopefully not make a giant mess doing it. It's usually pretty easy. We'll scoop them out so we don't make a huge mess. The good old canning funnel here that'll help out. Make a little bit bigger target. Still not perfect maybe, but oh, that worked out great. Alright, so I got out a whole bag of frozen mixed vegetables, and we have just a quart ball jar here, or I mean a pint. And what we're going to do is I need a lid. So I got my lid. If you've been watching my videos for a while, let's talk about these a little bit, just in case you haven't. These are oxygen absorbers. You can buy them very cheaply. They're easy to store. The trick to them is when you go to use them, do it quickly. I think I'm just going to stick 2 in here. Probably only needed 1, but I'm going to do 2. And then get that lid back on the rest of those absorbers quickly. And get your lid on your freshly dehydrated food. So you can see easily, you know, 2 packages. Let's see, that it was a pound package of the mixed vegetables. It's all in there. I mean, you saw me eat a few chunks of it, but it's all in there. And so now you have a yummy mixture. These O2 absorbers will make this this lid pop, just like you were canning something after a while. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. This is Willie at newandlostcrafts.com. If you have any comments or any suggestions, things that you know how to do better, please let me know. Thanks a lot. Bye.